Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Physics Infinity. In this video lecture, I am going to take on a very interesting problem of ray optics, and I am going to demonstrate to you the amazing utility of the Ripven sign convention. I have been teaching for so many years, and the problems of ray optics I always advise my good students that instead of the Cartesian convention, you better use the Ripven convention, real is positive, virtual is negative convention, to solve the more advanced problems that you normally encounter in examinations like the JEE Advanced, JEE. So, here I am going to tackle this particular challenging problem where I have lenses in contact and one face of the lens is silvered. I'll explain the problem to you and then we'll work out the solution with the Ripven convention. Let's see that. There is a concavo-convex water lens. So it's a concavo-convex glass lens. The concave part is filled with water, refractive index 4/3. And of course, this is glass, concavo-convex, and this face of the glass lens is silvered. We are asked to find what is the focal length of the effective mirror that this system eventually becomes. This whole system finally becomes a concave mirror. I'll show you. We have to find the focal length of that concave mirror. Some parameters are given to us, like the radius of curvature of this surface is 60 centimeter and of this surface is 20 centimeter. Refractive index of air is 1. Refractive index of water is 4/3 and the refractive index of glass is 3/2. Now, to tackle this problem, I break up this system as 3 optical devices. Number 1, as if I separate them. Water lens in air in contact with the glass lens. This is of course plano-convex. This is a concavo-convex. We'll see that. Glass lens in air, air, glass, air, air, water, air. And the third one, that bottom surface which is silvered, is a concave mirror of focal length FM, which is half the curvature, half the radius of curvature of the lower surface. Now, this whole thing then is an effective concave mirror of focal length F. We have to find this F. Now, remember, combination of these devices, the effective F will be given by 1/F equal to 2/FW, focal length of water lens, 2/FG, FG for the glass lens, plus 1/FM, FM for this curved mirror. Why 2? You'll ask me, sir, why have you taken 2 here? Because remember, if the ray comes from above, it will pass through water lens to the glass lens, strike the mirror, goes back through the glass lens, through the water lens, goes out. 5 events. 2 here, 1 here. So 2 times it will pass through this, 2 times it will pass through this, and 1 time it will strike this. That's why. So 1/F will be 2/FW plus 2/FG plus 1/FM. So now our job is to find FW, FG, and of course FM. FM is easy, that is R2/2. I have already written that. To find FW, I use Lensmaker's formula. So Lensmaker's formula for water lens in air. Right, the formula I'll use in the Ripven convention. Mind you, I am not using the Cartesian convention. I am using the Ripven convention. In the Ripven convention, first of all, in all the algebraic formula, there is no minus. There is no minus. The minus sign will only come when you put the numerical values according to the Ripken sign convention. So anyway, I can make one complete video explaining the Ripken convention. Well, that will depend on how you are responding to my videos. So 1 by Fw equal to Nw difference Na. It's not Nw minus Na, it is the difference of the two, W and A. So Nw difference Na divided by Na, because the lens is kept in water, divided by, for plano convex it is 1 by infinity, and for this the curvature is convex. The convex refracting surface is a converging surface, its radius of curvature is plus in the Ripken convention. So plus 60, plus 1 by 60, plus 1 by plus 60. I'll show you plus here just to emphasize the fact that this curvature, now I'll tell you one clue here. To decide whether a surface is convex or concave for a refracting surface, look at the surface from the side of the rarer medium and decide. Dekho, this is water, this is air. So you will see from here, it is convex. And convex refracting surface has positive radius of curvature. So plus 60. I solve that, I get 1 by Fw as 1 upon 180 centimeter minus 1. Keep it. Now let's talk about the lens maker for glass lens in air. So 1 by Fg, air, glass, air. 1 by Fg is Ng difference Na divided by Na. Now look, very interesting here. 1 upon minus 60, the same curvature is convex for water lens, but it becomes concave for the glass lens. Why? Because air, glass, air, glass. So you look from here. If you look from here, from the side of the rarer medium, then this is concave. And a concave refracting surface has a negative curvature, negative radius of curvature. So negative. It's a diverging surface. Converging surface is plus, diverging surface is minus. So the same, look at that, plus 60 becomes minus 60 here. Plus, of course, this is convex because glass, air, you will see from here, it is convex. So plus 1 by 20. I put the figures. So 1 by Fg is 3 by 2 difference 1 upon 1, 1 upon minus 60 plus 1 by 20. This gives me 1 by Fg is 1 by 60 centimeter minus 1. Fm we already know is R by 2. It's a concave mirror, converging surface again. So focal length plus 10 centimeter. The job is done. I put these figures in this formula. I show you in the red block here. So 1 by F is 2 by Fw plus 2 by Fg plus 1 by Fm. I put the figures. 1 by F is 2 by 180 plus 2 by 60 plus 1 by 10. I get F from here. 90 upon 13 centimeter, almost 7 centimeter. Done. So you have solved this problem. It was quite a typical problem. It is considered quite hard to the best of the students that I teach. But then with this technique, they just feel glad and can solve it easily. Like my video, subscribe me, like my video, put a thumbs up.
If you love the video and want me to make more useful videos for you, subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated.